Hello and welcome to part 2 of my playthrough of the PlayStation 4 title City Shrouded in Shadow. My name is Paul Williams from UKKaiju.com and the Kaiju Curry House podcast. So this stage 2, part 2, is going to be all about Legion. I can't remember Gamera vs Legion that well, but I do remember a scene in a subway and that one of Legion's forms are the kind of bugs that I believe they eat glass or they're attracted to glass. Anyway, so this episode here is going to focus on that. Again, I was actually looking at the case and I just noticed that the tagline for this game is this is not the story of some hero, this is your story, which is just emphasising the fact that this is a story-based game, and I have no idea what any of these options are. So yeah, I'm just choosing at random. The only thing I'm actually translating at this point is if it appears to be some sort of gameplay mechanic, and I don't know how many more they're going to add as I progress through the story. Mainly it's just, I think, on the first level that I was being taught everything at this stage. I guess they're confident that I can walk around, I can pick things up, I can save, whatever. So yeah, I don't think there's going to be too much added to the gameplay. I could be wrong. I kind of hope I'm wrong because, as I say, being a story-based game, there's not much interaction for me. But there we go. Train crash. Well, everyone else seems dead, but we're okay. So that's reassuring. It looks like we're not going to help anyone. Oh no, they are getting up. But yeah, we're just gonna run. We'll run through the train. As you can see, I can just walk through someone like a ghost.
電車は動かないの?
原因はわからないのですが、電源が停止しているようです。管制室とも連絡が取れなくなっていて。
I bet somewhere on YouTube there's going to be a translated version of this, and they might be interesting to find. Just to see if the writing is decent or if it's complete cheese. It could completely change the tone, couldn't it? We have no idea what's going on. I quite happily dub this while playing and make up my own story. Well, they all seem very concerned. He's got a flashlight, we'll follow him. Come on, lead the way. Don't really want to stand on a train track. So, because on the first level, people were running from Kaiju and bumping into me, knocking me back. But there, I just twice walked through people. I mean, the game engine's sufficient, but I mean, we consider some of the marquee titles in PlayStation 4. These graphics are pretty poor, and the fact that I can just walk through another character. Hey, there we go. I bet he doesn't get signal down there. I don't know why he went for his phone. And I'm just holding my hand out. She didn't want to hold my hand. Oh, there you go. Oh, she's holding it now. Right, so we'll go save. Oh, no, we need to get a flashlight first. She's still not holding my hand. I mean, the controls aren't awful, but the camera angles in particular don't help. I know I can change it to first person or kind of, you know, close up or not so close up third person, but it's still, it's not ideal, especially when being attacked up by these bloody giant bugs. So my hands glowed there again, which I think it must just mean perhaps the kaiju's nearby. It doesn't seem to be any sort of superhuman ability. I'm not any stronger or faster. It's just in case you can't see or hear a creature, my hands will glow, I guess. I'm hoping later on it's gonna, you know, turn into something useful. I'm guessing there then I had the choice to say who wants to go first. And that was a gentleman.
この車両ももう持たないでしょう。
Okay, so the creatures saw us go in.
ホームにもあいつが
They clearly weren't that fussed about us, but then if they are living off
車内に留めるようアナウンスしたんだが、
they should just be going for the windows in the train.
開けてしまって、それについていった人々が次々と。ここにいては危険です。どこか
Yeah, I'm guessing we're saying we need to go because this doesn't seem a very safe place to be. Oh no, look, definitely not a safe place to be.
とにかくここから出ましょう。
Yeah, I like his plan. Let's run for it. Okay, so they're attracted to sound, not glass. And as soon as the noise stops, they just walk away. They're not the brightest of creatures then. Yeah, they're just kind of hanging around, aren't they? Let's face it, if there really were creatures outside like that, I wouldn't just crouch. I think I'd be doing an arm crawl along the floor there so they can't see me. I wouldn't have a flashlight on. Oh, oh, we lost him. Oh, and actually that proves the point that we do have signal down here. They must have better phone towers in Japan because I would not get a signal in our underground. Well, I was glowing there when I avoided it. There, see, my hands are all glowy. But look at, I mean, this is stupid. There clearly was not an emphasis on gameplay when they made this game. Or whoever playtested it thought, do you know what, let's just focus on the story because it doesn't matter if we're surrounded by enemies and can't really see what we're doing or dodge them effectively. I can't think of what else I could do at that point because you've kind of funneled through one path and they're all there. Yeah, this doesn't look nice.
どうしましょう。
動いてる。
I think we should probably get out of here. I don't know if we're trapped. Oh.
動いた。
Well, considering all the creatures that just, I swear, came down the stairs, there's a lot of people up here that seem to be just hanging around, not too concerned.
ええ、
Here we go again. Another conversation.
本当にごめんなさいね。
Something I do not have a clue about.
何が起こってるのかしらね。隣の桜区でも巨人が現れたってニュースがあったけど。
She doesn't seem too scared or anything or worried, so
あなた。
I think she's just curious.
うん。
And she wants a
綺麗な
picture of
顔し
me.
てるわね。あなたたち協力して地上に
That's
上
a
が
little
ら
bit
ない？
strange, isn't it?
私の名前は柏木。
Obviously,
柏木リサよ。
we don't know what the situation is, but
コラムや記事を書いて
if there's monsters attacking the city, are you really stopping to take a picture of a stranger and give them your business card? I mean, look at that weird tentacle that's pulsating right next to you.
そうだ。
You were just attacked by monsters down those stairs right behind you. And you don't think to kind of run? Or at least move away from the stairs?
そうなんだ。わかった。私の予備を貸してあげる。大丈夫。仕事柄2台持っているから。
Have I got a phone number?
暑いわね。
Is she a potential love interest
手
for
分けし
me?
て地上に出るルートを探しましょう。
You know, I wouldn't be surprised. There's quite often a lot of dating sims out there, so maybe. But see, this is why you don't just stand around. There you go. Nicely avoided. Poor other bloke. Oh, the other bloke's just standing there. Doesn't seem to be affected. Collectible. That looks a bit glitched, doesn't it? Because they're not going for him. Well, a few of us made it out. She's either... She robbing a jewellery store or just tidying up?
娘を知りませんか？
They've lifted up, that looks safe. Let's just pray they don't come back down. Yeah, I would rather climb over them. I don't know why you would go under a giant tentacle just because it's lifted up. Right, okay, we've made it to a bar. Fantastic. A bar, we can have a drink and save the game. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Yeah, let's save our progress. Right, now, I have to admit, this is my second playthrough. And I was really struggling what to do here. But I did find out, just through, again, randomly selecting different things here, that if you go back to the diamond store, you can get a diamond or emerald or something that's worth a lot of money. Probably, I think it's something like 600 million yen. So definitely worth going back for. I tried so many things because I know I've got to get through those doors in the bar. It's the only way you can really go. But I couldn't figure out how. I was going back and forth, and then after going to the jewellery store, I went back to the bar, and there's a poster on the wall, and after clicking that, I seem to have the combination for the keypad. And I don't know if I got that from going back to the jewellery store, because I saw I did that a few times, but after picking up that poster, it definitely worked. So if you're playing this game yourself, go click it everywhere on the jewelry store and click. See, because that wouldn't happen before I went to the bar. Come back. And you pick something here up. That could be. This is the problem, because there's just so much text. It's really difficult to play. It's just a case of almost hoping for the best, but just clicking until something works. So you see, I'll make my way down the list. If it lets me like repeat a text option, and it's only when I click this final, the bottom one there, that I then go on to another text tree. And so I just think, well, let's try the bottom one again. And yeah, it got me through. And then there you go. I've now got this great diamond, ruby, emerald. I've got a very precious rock. And she is still desperately trying to steal or clean up. Either way, she's not coming with us. Alright, okay. Legion's coming. We run. Well, we'll get the collectible first, because he can't fit through a door. Yeah, she's not too concerned, is she? I'm sure she's fine. Okay. Can get a nice close look at Legion now, because he's for some reason not moving. Well, it's not bad, is it? I mean, it's obviously, if you like the film, you're getting to see them up close here in a different medium, which is always welcome. I just wish it was a bit more action driven. I'm quite happy to do puzzles and things, trying to escape. Maybe you could have a number of survivors and you've got to try and get as many out as possible, and you're kind of leading them through the corridors. We know a handgun or anything's not really going to help, so there's no point in us trying to fight them. But if we could use our minds to like plan a route or something, that just something to add another element to it, other than this being really basically a very simple figure out which path the game wants you to take and have a little conversation along the way, as that's not great. It's fun to see all these kaiju that I love in the films, but from a gameplay perspective, this is just kind of frustrating if I don't know what I'm meant to be doing. And you see, I'm just running around because I don't really know what I'm meant to be doing. It's only through trial and error, which, to be fair, is my fault for buying a Japanese game. Okay, so this chap over here, guy in the orange suit, he seems to be a shopkeeper who's, again, quite calmly just standing around in a bar, but he will buy what you just stole from the jewelry store. And look at that. Look how much yen you're getting for that. You can sell your giant burger, a cup of coffee, or a precious jewel. And I'd go for a jewel because that's going to get you a nice bit of money, isn't it? So absolutely, let's sell that. I'm sure we can buy some cool gear later on in the game. I mean, he is also selling. He's selling a jacket. I don't know why, but he is. It's only 5,000 yen, and seeing as mine's quite dirty, there's no harm in in buy myself a new jacket, not since I've got so much money now. Don't really know the purpose, but there we go. I've now got a nice clean shirt on. I don't. Well, actually, he's in a bar. Where is he getting this stock? You could think, oh, if I went to a clothing store, maybe that would make a bit more sense. But it doesn't. And so yeah, this is where I was kind of getting really confused as to what I was doing. And then over there, that's it. So you notice that. And after I've picked that up, with whatever those options were, when I go back to the door where I was clicking before, it just came up with a message that I think it said it's electronic lock, but I don't know the number. It's only when I go back to the door that I figure out it now works. So I can only assume that for some reason the passcode was written on the back of a poster, even though that there looks nothing like the poster I just picked up. It's a piece of paper, which I swear I got from the jewellery store. So why it wouldn't let me in before, I have no idea. Anyway, look, we've managed to unlock the doors. We can now get away from the bar that was saying close and not drink, and just try and finally make it out of the subway station. There we go. We can run. Let the police take care of him. They'll be fine. I think on the next video I am going to edit out this loading. I didn't realise how long that was there. But I'll also, I think, maybe cut back on some of the conversations, because you're a UK Kaiju fan, probably, hopefully, listening to this. You don't understand a word of Japanese, most likely, and you're just here to kind of see the cutscenes of the game, maybe some of the gameplay, mainly cutscenes featuring the Kaiju, not so much a conversation that we don't know about. So after this, when I move on to stage 3, I will trim out any videos of the chatting, which should hopefully reduce it to a more bite-sized thing, and then just leave a comment or let us know on Facebook, Twitter, wherever, what you think. Well, I can always add it back. And my God, look at this! Look at the slowdown of this game. It can't handle many items, many on-screen characters. The frame rate has just dropped horrifically. My glowy hands did happen there when I avoided something, so maybe it's yeah, they light up when I'm in danger or trying to avoid danger. Either way, it's not a very useful power. Oh, she's trying to help me. Oh, well done. Yeah, this could be really good. The fact that this company managed to get all these licenses together, and it's going for the fact that you're just a person trying to escape a city, fantastic idea. For the Japanese market, that it's a story, great for them, not so much for anyone else in the world. What they should do is make another game, less story, more action, or more strategy, and a much better engine to really show off these beautiful Kaiju. But anyway, here we are. We've made it to the end of the level. We've stolen someone's car, and we're escaping because Gamera's here to kick some ass. Okay, we'll leave it there, and I will start stage 3 and try to edit out those chatty bits we hope you don't care about. See you next time, guys. Thanks for watching.